In our ancient land of color and craftsmanship, cloth has been a long-standing symbol of our diversity and creativity. The last century may have brought in big market and industry, but there are yet many pockets around the nation that churn out their own time-tested, carefully woven fabric, which still hold great value in the hearts of Indians and style connoisseurs around the world. We are setting off to explore these fabrics in their places of origin, and as our travel companion we have the compact and versatile Maruti Suzuki Celerio, another representative of Indian ingenuity. In this episode of Fabric of India, I am driving this Maruti Suzuki Celerio all the way to Madhya Pradesh to observe a centuries-old fabric weaving tradition that has evolved, adapted, and survived thanks to its uniqueness and also thanks to the patronage of its founding family. So I've finally driven the Celerio to this historic town of Maheshwar on the banks of river Narmada, where we are going to see the actual process of how this Maheshwari fabric comes to life. I'm sure it's going to be a serene and beautiful process.
Maheshwari saris have evolved from pure cotton saris known as Indori saris to Garh Reshmis with a blend of 50% silk and 50% cotton, now popularly known as Neem Reshmis. The weaving activities are divided into three parts: pre-loom, on-loom and post-loom activity. ये जो loom activity है उसका first part है pre-loom activity. After the procurement of yarns done, opening of warp yarns is done, the process is done on drums, so it's known as drum warping. So twisting in जो जोड़नी होता है उसके बाद warp yarns को segregate किया जाता है warp balls बनाने के लिए. So इस process को हम locally पिंडे फातना बोलते हैं. warp balls की तैयारी के बाद webbed yarns को prepare किया जाता है. उसमें हैंग के जो yarns आते हैं उनको चरखे की मदद से bobbins में ट्रांसफ़र किया जाता है जो फर्दर शटल्स में यूज़ होती हैं वीविंग के टाइम पे. So when we start for a new warp, so the main part is design setting. So the designs are derived and drawn on a graph sheet, and that part is known as lattice. So that designs are pinned with the wooden hammer and pins on a lattice, and then according to the designs, the chutney is done on the borders. So in Rewa, we use Dobby setup and we use 2 pedal looms as well as 4 pedal looms.
It may be hundreds of years old, but when it comes to traditional Indian handlooms, the Maheshwari fabric comes across as one of the most modern and progressive. While some of that has to do with the way the fabric came to life, much of it also has to do with the open and innovative minds of the weavers along the generations. Drive to the heart of India to decode the legendary Maheshwari fabric has been quite a revelation. Now, handloom sounds very simple, but there's a whole lot of innovation and technological advances that go behind it to keep it relevant to the times. So what started as a movement to give masses a source of livelihood for their income, it has now grown to a work of art. Interestingly, our steed for this journey, the Maruti Suzuki Celerio, has a very similar storyline. Celerio revolutionized everyday driving with the introduction of auto gear shift and the automatic drive feel for all of us. But with this new generation, it also thrives more on aesthetics, features and desirability, attributes that keep it relevant to our times, just like the elegantly beautiful Maheshwari fabric.